December is here, and it's time that I share with you all of the mobile games that are dropping this month. We have 10 on today's list, and I'll let you know if I think that they are ones that I'm looking forward to and will be playing myself, or if they're ones that I'm just going to completely ignore. I will tell you a little spoiler. There is one game on this list that's absolutely incredible coming towards the end of the month, and that is going to be a must-play for all of us. On December 3rd, we're getting Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. This is that Animal Crossing style game that all of you casual players love to play. I was never particularly an Animal Crossing player myself, but for those of you that were, I could see you getting very excited about this title. I will say it's in a vertical format, lending itself well to casual gameplay. And it's going to have some of your favorite characters from the universe now on mobile. Eldrum Black Dust launches on December 4th and is a text-based RPG game. This is something that's taking us back in time to when text-based games were actually a popular genre. Definitely not as much these days, and it's not going to be a game that I try out myself, but it's one that people that are OGs to the gaming scene, maybe some old PC style gamers that want to relive the experience on a mobile device, can have and enjoy for themselves. For me, I'll pass on this one, but what about you? Go-Go Muffin releases on December 4th and is an MMO style game with a very cute and cozy feel. Definitely an anime inspired game that brings us into a world that's filled with different creatures, capybara as you could see right here, and more that are going to be quite enjoyable for you, especially if you're looking for a slower paced MMO RPG style game. This one seems to be encompassing and embracing that style gameplay versus something that's overly intense and aggressive. Here you obviously have the mechanics for upgrade that we would expect from an MMO and some good gameplay that's going to be pretty enjoyable in my opinion. Now another casual MMO that releases on December 5th is Infinity Nikki. Inside of this game you're going to be finding yourself exploring whimsical lands that are actually quite beautiful, and this one is actually another one of those more casual style MMORPG games. As you can see, the game does have many different puzzle elements to it, which is a little bit different to the genre, and it also has really cool fight mechanics as well. With this being said, this definitely lends itself to being an open world casual style game, really encompassing puzzle gameplay, which is not a norm for the genre. Maybe that's something you'll enjoy, maybe it's something you won't. On December 6th, we're getting Shadow of the Depth, which is a top-down roguelike RPG game. This is definitely a more retro style game, but does have some really nice graphics and an extreme top-down view. Not as much as you would expect from an action RPG, which has that angled look from above, but this one is directly on top of your skull as you go through the different levels. It actually looks like a really fun game and one that I'll probably end up trying out myself. The battle mechanics look fun and they bring me back to what games were like in days of old. The monsters and bosses seem really cool and the fight mechanics seem alright. I think it'll be a fun one. Dredge is a role-playing game that releases on December 18th, and what you're doing here is you're going into the open seas in a story-based game where you're going to be exploring the seas and dredging for stuff. I'm not even sure. Now, what is dredging? It's actually going into the bottom of water areas, usually rivers and lakes, and in this case oceans, to find things under the water. Here, you're going to be able to do very much the same, which actually seems like a pretty cool mechanic that we don't or never have seen in gaming before. And it seems that the game offers a ton of different things and collectibles that you could find under the waters, so really it's a collection-based game that has a cool atmospheric feel in a very dark and wet world. This is one that I would definitely look out for just because it's something completely different from anything we've seen before on mobile. Dordogne is a narrative experience that releases on December 18th, and as you can tell right here, it's a very painted look style game. This one, from all I know, is only available on Apple. This game is going to be very driven by story and exploration throughout the world. But again, another very casual experience here for you, with an art style that you have to like. You'll be tasked with different quests and things to complete throughout the game, but at the end of the day, it's something that's going to be able to take you through a story. If you're not looking for a more story-driven, calm, explorative style game, then this one's probably not for you. But if you're looking for something to kill some time in a very calm fashion, you can give it a try, as long as you like the look of oil paint. And on December 27th, we get The Division Resurgence. This has been the shooter that I have been waiting for so long. This is the game that I was telling you that everyone should try at the beginning of this video. With a unique cover system inside of this game and graphics that are just incredible, specifically for mobile, this is a game that we cannot ignore. It's doing shooters differently than they've been done before on the platform. The team has invested a lot into this game's success, and I do think that it's going to see what it's looking for. I really did enjoy and actually love the games on PC when I played them back in the day, so now that they're coming to mobile, a more accessible experience for me, I think this is something that I'm going to spend quite a bit of time on, potentially even bringing you some gameplay of it on this channel. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, but this is a great shooter. Let me know if you're someone that's a fan of shooters, if this is one that's been keeping your eye for quite some time, because this one's we've been waiting for it for a while. On December 31st, we're getting another version of Command & Conquer, this one being Command & Conquer Legions. Now, I did play Command & Conquer Rivals on this channel way back in the day quite a bit. I was actually sponsored by them for a while. Command & Conquer is an amazing strategy style game where you utilize all of the troops, all of the machines, and all of the structures to take down your opponent. It's an actually very fun game, originating back on PC years ago, now with the mobile experience. I really did like Rivals, and I think that this one, Legions, is going to be really good as well, specifically for someone that's looking for a strategy style game and you're really into that game style mechanic. Next up is Cat Town Valley, releasing on the 31st of December. Only on iOS for this one. You're playing as a cat in a town, doing farming and things of that nature, which a lot of people do like the casual style gameplay. Really, there's a lot of casual style games coming this month. This is one I'll probably ignore, but maybe you won't. And as many of you guys know, Diablo Immortal is a game that I've been continuously playing now for the past literally 2.5 years since it's been global. And even before that in alpha, technical alpha, and beta. It's a game that I still absolutely love, so much so that I have another channel called Echo Gaming Diablo, where I upload content from this game every single day. I'm sharing this with you guys today because we have a big update incoming in December, which is where Diablo actually returns to the game, and we're gonna have a really cool boss battle where we get to fight the king of hell himself, Diablo. This is an update that you're not going to want to miss, especially if you're somebody that's really big into the lore of Diablo or story at all. The game has gotten a lot of new classes, including the Blood Knight, which you're watching right here, as well as the Tempest, two classes that have never been in a Diablo title before at any point in time. I was playing this Blood Knight class approximately a year ago, which is when this footage is from, and it really was a lot of fun. I'm currently playing the Barbarian class in the game, and I'm coming at you guys with builds and breakdowns on how to be the best inside of the game and get the most out of Diablo Immortal. It's really a great game. I wanted to share this with you at the end of this video. For those of you that have been sleeping on it, now's the time to really jump in because the update that's coming is gonna be huge. I'll see you over on my Echo Gaming Diablo channel.